Alright, what's up folks? Damien here. This is going to be an attempt at recording my bike reveal of my surly ogre that I just completed. Finally. Been riding it for a bunch, so I already have I have 1,411 miles on it so far. And everything seems to be working properly. So yeah, I'll do a quick rundown of the electronic components, and then I'll move over to bike components, and I'll give you pretty much everything that's on this bike. I'll literally give you everything that's on this bike. So for motor, I'm using the GMAC 8-turn, which is the fast winding. It's a geared hub motor, but it has regenerative braking. And how that works is there's a torque arm that connects up to the frame, and the actual spindles are round, whereas a lot of motors, they're slotted, so the torque gets applied to the bottom bracket, whereas all the torque is being applied to the frame in this particular case. And it's the fast winding, and that's just because I like to have it be a little bit higher top speed, and I don't mind sacrificing a little bit of torque on the bottom end. And I have it fitted with an L10 connector here, so I can take the wheel off easily if I need to change a flat. It has disc brakes. These are Avid BB7 disc brakes, 160 millimeter on front and back. Let's see, phase runner controller. This is it's limited to 34 amps because that's what my battery is like as a top, so that's where I'm keeping it. This is a 17 amp hour, 52 volt Jumbo Shark battery. And I have this grounded to the frame, so the battery is also kind of an extra ground to the frame with a really small fuse, and that helped with the next component, which is my torque sensing bottom bracket. It's an E-rider. It was getting some signal noise, and so somebody suggested grounding the frame, and that seemed to take care of it. So it works really well, and I like having the torque sensing pedal assist system. Up here we have a Cycle Analyst V3, and I'm running the 3.14 beta, I believe. I haven't gone up to the newest one with all the extra features they added yet. That's being controlled in a couple different ways. One is obviously the torque sensing bottom bracket is controlling everything. I also have a thumb throttle right here. And then over here is my on-off button. I can get into the menu with this button, and these two buttons here cycle my power multiplier up and down. Basically the same as like a PAS, any other PAS, but this is just human multiplier. And you can set everything in the computer to your own desire on how you want everything to behave and all the limits and everything. I won't really go through those because I think for everyone they're different. So choose your own adventure. What else do I have? I have my e-brake levers or e-brake regen kind of slimmed down a little bit. I also have the max amperage for regen to be, I think it's 13 amps right now. So that won't trip the controller or the BMS if I'm pulling too hard or bringing too much back in. So that's that. Yeah, that's the electronics, folks. That's literally my entire e-bike. And I don't know if you know my style, I like to have some of the wires visible on purpose because a lot of people just ask me about my bike, and so it's easier to show them. So that's what I did. And then I've got my bundle of wires up here, neatly wrapped in a Velcro. That's just, to keep it out of the water. I'm running a front headlight. It's a Roxime headlight. X1, I think, maybe. I don't know. And then I've also got a tail light. Tail light pulls 4 watts, and the front light pulls 6 watts. So total of 10 watts being used right now. My motor has a temperature sensor, so you can see that's the temperature of the motor. I have e-brake cutoff levers, so these kill power, as you can see on the computer, kills power. All right, so that's the e-bike stuff, folks. And now I'll move over to just the bike choices that I did. So obviously to start off, it's a Surly Ogre. It's 2012, I believe. So I could put suspension forks on here if I want to, but I didn't do that. I went a different route, and I got these guys. So I've got a suspension stem and also a suspension seat post. I already had this on my old bike, but this is new and I'm liking it. It doesn't have as much recoil or rebound as you'd think. And I got the performance thing you stick in there to make it a little more stiff. I felt like that was a good idea, and I am glad I did. It's mainly just for take a little bit of the strain off of the crazy roads here in Portland, you know? Quad lock, this is how I lock my phone to my bike, really easy. These bars are Surly Moloko bars, and they take some getting used to, but you can see they're kind of a swept back design. And you also have kind of handtails up here if you want to be able to stretch out a little bit. So I chose these on purpose. I'm running for derailleurs and stuff. I'm running a Livio still. I only have two gears on the front. It's a 48 and a 42, but I'm gonna change out the bottom to a 38 probably very soon. And I've got a 7-speed cassette, 1134 on the back. And I'm still running the 9-speed chain, so whatever, still works. Really nice. These are basically the same as I had before, kind of like the Shimano Saint pedals, but these are not Saints. They're something else. They're great. Rack. This is still an Adit Rack Time Rat. The rack. It's my old one. You can see it's still wearing through on certain parts here, so I have to get a new one. This one down here, especially, you can see it's wearing quite a bit. So who knows? Racks are coming. That's my part 2 of this build. This was the seat that came on the bike. It's a WTB. I don't actually know what it is, but I don't mind it. Let's see. These are Miranda cranks. They came with the bottom bracket, and it's kind of interesting. So it bolts in with 4 bolts. That's the one I chose in particular, and then you just add the gears to it. And I even was able to put my little mud guard / I had to like cut it up, but I made it work. I just like that, so I don't have to worry about like pants getting caught or having to use a little strappy thing. So that's my choice. What else? Kickstand. That's my kickstand, and it's mounted. I'll say it this video, but there's a little slot back here on this particular frame, and a guy drew up like maker plans to be able to make the 2 pieces you need to add this. Any I think it's either 16 or 18 millimeter. I think it's 18 millimeter. Any kickstand that's 18 millimeters, you can order those 2 pieces. I'll try to find them again and put them in the description, but you can order those 2 pieces for like, I don't know, $6, and then you can add that there, which is really sweet. Next is rims. This is the WTB Cross Country 29 speed disc. It's what came on the bike. On the back, I'm running my Sunringle MTX 33, which is my rim of choice for this type of thing. And now that I'm not using rim brakes, my rims should last a long time. For tires, I'm running the Schwalbe Big Apple Plus. I think they're 2.1, but I think I'm gonna go up to a 2.3 inch tire, but we'll see. These are fine for now. And then for grips, we have the Ergon grips. Rear derailleur, I always use a friction shifter. Got my bail, ding ding. And then this is my 3-speed shifter, even though I only have 2 gears up here, it still works. What else? The brake levers I got off of eBay, I think, or Amazon. I like this style better than the ones that are on the ebikes.ca website, which is where you can get basically all of these electronic components. And then, of course, can't forget the Miracle Mirror. But so yeah, that's it, folks. That is, this is like the Surly Moloko bag that you can get in here. It's like bright green on the inside, and you can put keys. You know, I can fit everything I need pretty much in there. And then I bring my pannier that usually has coffee, and my bike lock, a couple bike tools, sandals, hat, you know, and then I can use this for groceries, and I can throw my helmet in here if I'm going into a store, and it's really convenient. So this is all I really use for commuting. Yeah, and once I get the second battery, front rack, then, and you know, whatever changes I make between now and then, that'll be my touring setup. But for now, it's the commuting setup. So yeah, it's done. Finally done, folks. Everything works perfectly. Very happy with it. I call it the General, and it's a great bike. So cool. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I might make this a premiere, so if it is, then I'm in the chat and you can just ask me whatever you have as along the way. I think that's kind of how I'm going to do this video, is just do a premiere. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope I answered your questions, or I hope to answer your questions. And yeah, hope your bike build is doing well, or your regular bike build is doing well, your e-bike build is doing well, or your bike tour is going well, or your bike commutes are doing well.